Welcome to the Anthony Ryan Show. I am, of course, Anthony Ryan. Today I want to discuss a couple of different people that have been a huge influence in my life and have helped me get to the point to where I'm at. One of them is Ken Culver. He is in the commenting section under Red Wolf Media, I believe. I believe I've known Ken for at least 10 years. Don't quote me, but man, I think it's been a long time. We first met when I took over his old job. He had resigned so that he could finish up his degree, and I applied and met him when he was basically on his way out the door. He looked like a Power Ranger. He had his motorcycle outfit on because he's a bullet bike rider, and he had his leather on and his helmet. Told him how he looked like a Power Ranger. I think he actually dressed up once for my son when he was really young. Anyway, he ended up coming back, and we ended up working together for a while at that company, so we got to know each other. I was there when he got engaged to his wife, girlfriend at the time, of course, and then we both left the company, and he ended up in Tucson, and I moved away from El Paso, which is where we were at, and I went back to Minnesota. And in the winter of 2006, I went back to school and was having a hard time finding a job, and Ken was working in Tucson as a lead instructor for a software instruction company. So he got me my first teaching gig, and if it wasn't for Ken and that gig, I wouldn't be teaching at the Walter Cronkite School right now. I wouldn't be an adjunct professor, because that was my first taste of teaching and enjoying it. And everything that I did moving forward increased my skill set, so that when I had the privilege of being at Cronkite teaching the professors some of the software that would lead to the class that I'm actually teaching, they liked me and asked me to come on board. So I don't know if I've ever done it before, but I wanted to say thank you, Ken. And I appreciate your friendship and your constant support whenever I'm working or any of my crazy harebrained schemes. And thank you very much for watching my VEDA videos. And then I wanted to mention one other, and I have tons of friends and family who have helped me get to where I'm at today. But another one I would like to mention is Benjamin Howe, and that's a gentleman that I met here in Tucson after I moved here in 2006, after I got the job. Actually, Ben and I only met 3 years ago, and we met at church, and then our families got to hang out. We've been on several group dates together with our wives and a bunch of other friends and their wives. He's a killer Nerds player. He's very hard to beat. And he's another person who's been very supportive of me and my efforts. He supports my working at Cronkite, even though he's a huge Arizona Wildcat fan. And obviously, ASU is the #1 rival, and he's able to look past that. And he understands that I work at the Cronkite School. I don't work at ASU, which is cool, and I appreciate that. But he's also been real supportive of my entrepreneur and video endeavors. When I applied to I Wear Your Shirt last year with different video things that I had to do to try and apply for the job, he watched the videos, he was entertained, he gave me positive feedback, and he was completely supportive. I didn't have to ask him twice to watch my crazy videos, and he wasn't like, what's this crazy guy doing? He was entertained and he enjoyed it, and thank you. Thank you for your support, and I really appreciate it. So the obvious question of the day today is, Who has been that influence in your life that's gotten you to where you are today? Please leave a comment below. Be very interested to see. The list is probably huge, and like I said, I only have time to mention a couple. There are so many more. I could spend multiple shows for years talking about all the people who have helped me get to this point. This has been the Anthony Ryan Show. I, of course, have been Anthony Ryan. You can always reach me on my social media channels, and I hope to see you tomorrow.